Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. Shakespeare. It's the appropriate context for the dawn of a new NBA season where the twisting storylines and turning subplots are aplenty. And the common thread is the quest for a crown coveted by all. Nothing is guaranteed for the champions of a season ago. Not even a Golden State Warriors team boasting the reigning Kia MVP in Stephen Curry. And a deep and talented crew with championship blood pumping throughout the organization. They don't start this campaign as the clear-cut favorites to do it again. Not when the challenges come as fast and fierce as they will from all directions. Both near, the Western Conference is stacked, and far. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers were this close last season and are loaded for a return trip to the finals. As we've learned from past champions like the Spurs, Heat, and Warriors, there must be shared sacrifice when navigating that path to the Larry O'Brien Trophy. One star, and one star alone, cannot will his team to the top. It takes a conglomerate of stars, each one connecting to the next to forge the bonds needed to complete a championship quest. And even then, nothing is guaranteed. In the rugged Western Conference, surviving the gauntlet from opening night to the playoffs will be as grueling a task as it has ever been. In addition to the defending champion Warriors, who return with their core group intact and are determined to hold on to the crown, the challenges are many. LaMarcus Aldridge and David West join the fight in San Antonio, keeping the championship window open for the foreseeable future. Nowhere is there more urgency or greater motivation to get it done than in Oklahoma City, where Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook are healthy and focused on making up for lost time before time runs out on their partnership. In Los Angeles, a wild free agent summer for the Clippers gives way to expectations that are usually reserved for their Staples Center roommates down the hall. James Harden drove the Houston Rockets to the brink of the finals with an MVP-caliber performance and returns at the height of his powers, both on and off the court. The Grizzlies want in on the championship chase, and don't forget about Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead a cast of upstarts from Sacramento to Phoenix to Utah trying to break into the mix. And we can't forget about Kobe Bryant in his 20th season, but he'll have to watch the contenders from a distance, since he and the Lakers will likely spend the twilight of his career in purple and gold outside of the spotlight. The Eastern Conference landscape is much more defined. The hierarchy is clear. The Cavaliers at full strength lead the pack of contenders, and that pack is much smaller than it is in the Western Conference. The Hawks could easily find themselves back in the conference finals with another shot at the Cavaliers. And even with uncertainty of a new vision and leader, in Chicago, the Bulls are prepared to hold their ground. Miami figures to take the biggest step from the lottery and back into the top tier now that they're healthy. Washington's anxious to get back at it again, and you won't want to miss the comeback of Paul George and his Pacers. The Toronto Raptors think they're finally ready to take the next step, and so do the Milwaukee Bucks. There's even hope, however faint, that a revival is on the horizon in New York for Carmelo Anthony and the Knicks. But that's what happens at the dawn of a new season. Twisting storylines and turning subplots, and the quest for a crown coveted by all.